to today's Q&A, Natalie. It's really lovely to have you here. So Natalie, for all our viewers, is from Breathe HR. I'm a partner with Breathe HR and love the work that you guys do. So maybe you could start by telling us a little bit about you and the business, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, so thank you for having me, first of all, Christina. My name is Natalie, as Christina said, and I am a partner account manager at Breathe HR. So I look after our wonderful partners across the UK, not all of them, just a handful of them. I'm from a team of 6. And we go ahead and we kind of promote our software, which is Breathe HR, to small businesses across the UK. A little bit about what we do or who we are. We're a cloud-based HR management software solution. And the whole aim of our solution is to save businesses time on HR admin and staying on top of all of their kind of people admin so that they can focus on other things that are more important, like growing their business or other things. We currently have it's nearly 9,000 businesses using Breathe across the UK, which amounts to about just over 250,000 employees on the system. So that's a lot of holiday requests.
That's amazing. Yeah,
that
great.
kind of thing. And we ourselves were based in Horsham, West Sussex, so down south of England. And we're an SME too. We're a team of about 45 people and growing, although we have recently been acquired by an Australian brand called Elmo. And we are still going to be Breathe and we're still going to be supporting SMEs and aiming at SMEs, but we're also thinking about markets outside the UK. So starting off Australia, New Zealand. We're also kind of branching out in different products as well. So as I said, we're mainly HR management, and that's what we'll talk about today. But we also have launched Breathe Rota, which is a rota management software solution as well. And yeah, we're all about people first culture and keeping things simple and making everyone's lives easier, really.
That sounds amazing. And, obviously I know firsthand that Breathe's an amazing system. I use it myself, and I've worked, when I've been doing short-term contracts or whatever, I've worked with companies that use Breathe, so I know how amazing it is. So tell me a little bit more about how you see the future, like with this Elmo, and you've obviously been acquired by them. Do you think anything will change, or how do you have it, or is it too early to tell yet?
Basically, we're going to carry on doing what we're doing because Elmo loves what we do and knows that we know what we're doing in the UK, as I said. But all we're going to be doing is kind of enhancing the service, so maybe adding more things, more features, using their kind of development and technology that they've got as well, and maybe implementing some of it within Breathe, more products. And as I said, eventually, this is all very far in advance, eventually tackling other kind of markets outside of the UK. But we're always going to keep the SMEs at heart, and that's what we aim for is the smaller to medium-sized businesses. We're never going to kind of go for the large companies. It makes it a lot more complicated. They usually need much more bespoke systems. And Breathe's not about that. We're all about making it simple, affordable for the SMEs.
So with Breathe then, what sort of size would you say is your kind of sweet spot, up to how many employees?
So we can cater for up to about 200, 250 employees on the system. So it's still a large company. However, sweet spot wise, we would probably say about 20 to 50 employees on the system.
And why is that?
It's generally because even though, again, we can cater for, even if you've got 2 or 3 people on the system, it's generally because when you get to having about 20 employees, that's when you really need to start kind of managing that paperwork and all of the processes that go along with people management. So we would generally say that's the sweet spot. That's what, whenever we think of any kind of features or development, we're kind of thinking with, right, let's pretend I've got about 30, 40 employees. What would I want to do? What would I need?
Yeah, okay, brilliant. So obviously this has been a really challenging year for everybody. What challenges have you faced during COVID, and how do you think Breathe can help other people with their challenges?
Well, Breathe itself, I think, has adapted really well to the situation. We were always a big advocate. As I said, we're all about people culture, and we've always been a big advocate for working from home and flexible working, etc. So we already did a bit of that before, but I think with COVID, it kind of forced a really abrupt change in the way that people work. And a lot of businesses who were able to obviously had to work from home and implement this kind of thing. And Breathe in itself, without changing anything, just helps with that because obviously it's cloud-based, so you can access it from your laptop, your tablet, anywhere that has internet. So that's obviously how we can help businesses manage their people better, because things like people still needed to take holiday, people still needed to have all of their documents, like policies, for example, obviously COVID-19 policies or whatever had to be distributed, and this can all be done on the Breathe system really easily. So in fact, it kind of really made companies realize that this future way of doing things is the way forward, and to kind of leave the old spreadsheets in a filing cabinet behind, because unfortunately they couldn't access the filing cabinets from home. So it's kind of in itself already fit for these kind of conditions, but we've always obviously tried to support SMEs anyway. So what Breathe did was add a few more features. For example, you could put people on furlough leave, and you can also use the location management tool, which means that you can kind of keep track of where people are a little bit more, because obviously nobody is all in the office now, so you can keep track a little bit easier and have confidence sort of going forward and people managing. But we also do extra kind of things involving kind of content. So we do a lot of kind of blogs and webinars and resources to kind of guide the SMEs through what is a difficult time, and give some advice and hopefully some inspiration as well.
Yeah, those extra features sound amazing, actually. So I guess you're lucky because you're already cloud-based. So, I mean, like you say, it's so easy to be able to log in from your laptop or your phone or wherever and just have all that information on your fingertips. And I think those companies that didn't have that before have had to really struggle to get, or, had to get up to speed with that, haven't they?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely. And the thing with Breathe is that we're always developing as well, so we're quite adaptable. So anything like this or any kind of enhancements that our customers raise, if it gets enough traction, will be implemented and developed within Breathe as well. So we like to make sure that we're addressing the needs of the SMEs at the time as well.
No, that is amazing. So for anybody who's outside of our community, obviously we advertise and sort of shout about all our partners on newsletters and in the community and all the rest of it. But if you're outside of that, how can people get hold of you?
So generally we have a brilliant website, which is obviously breathehr.com. And on that website, you can obviously peruse all of the resources. We've got free resources on there, such as a holiday calculator tool as well, so an allowance calculator tool. What you can do is there's a little chat bot in the bottom right-hand corner, which is Intercom, and you can speak directly to our team, which, as I said, is UK-based. So they can get in contact with us, ask us any questions. Generally, all of the information is there, but it's you're more than welcome to ask us questions. And we do have a manned phone line as well. We always encourage people to kind of take out the free trial if they've got any questions as well, because it's a 14-day, no obligation, free trial. So you can just sign up, immediately have access. You don't need to put in credit card details or any card details or anything, and kind of have a little play around and see whether the system is fit for you. And then within that, again, you can be supported by our onboarding and support teams. So it's just an intercom chat away, but also we run a weekly webinar So basically addresses all the kind of benefits of Breathe and the features that you might want to use, and any questions you have as well.
Oh, sounds amazing. That's really good. And it's so good that, like you say, you can go on and do a 14-day trial without having to put any credit card details in or anything like that. That's, you know, not always easily found. So it's quite a nice touch that you guys do that, which is nice. So I would be amiss if I didn't sort of ask you this question as well. But in terms of, you know, obviously you guys are one of our partners for My People Club as well. So what do you like about My People Club and about being a partner with us?
Well, Breathe, we're always delighted to work with partners who want to make people's lives easier. So any kind of platform that supports small business owners and employees with kind of making them feel well supported and giving them the tools they need to become really successful, we are happy to be partnered with. And so we kind of share the same interests in who we want to help. So that's why Breathe is really supportive of My People Club, and we think you do a fantastic job with all of your advice and the resources you provide as well.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Well, I think that's all the questions I've got for this short, sharp Q&A session. But thank you so much for being with us. And yeah, we look forward to working with you long into the future.
Lovely. I would just mention one last thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that through My People Club, Breathe are happy to offer a discount for the My People Club members. So if you are a member and you click the referral link, which is on My People Club, you'll receive a 20% off lifetime discount for your Breathe subscription. So we're already very affordable in the market, but that's just a little bit of a sweetener as well.
No, that is, and it's an amazing offer, and yeah, we're so grateful for you guys doing that for us. So yes, guys, if you are a member, you can get that on our system, so go check it out. So thank you so much, Natalie. It's been a pleasure to have you, and like I said, we look forward to working with you long into the future.
Thanks, Christina. Thanks for having me.